So today I am going to teach you the first chapter of science, that is plants increasing the numbers. So from the name only we have understood that the chapter is related to plants. Now, can you tell me why are plants useful to us? Now you are in class 5, so you should be able to tell me why are plants useful to us. Pause the video and think in your mind why plants are useful to us. Take the answers. Either write it down or you can tell your guardians. Okay. Now see, plants are useful because the very common things, let me tell, they provide us what? Vegetables, they provide us fruits, they provide us what? Woods for furniture, they provide us what? They provide us oxygen. That is the main thing in plants. Plants are beneficial to us in all these different ways, especially giving the main point, oxygen. Oxygen, the supplier of oxygen are the plants, the only natural supplier. Okay, so let us come to the chapter now. Soma comes home from school at 3 p.m. She has lunch which consists of roti and vegetables. Okay, now it is 8 p.m. She is having dinner with her family. Talk to your partner and write the names of at least 6 food items which you see in this picture. Okay, this one you can do at home. Okay, you can send it to me in my WhatsApp. Do it as a homework. Okay, see here in this picture, okay, they have told to mention all the foods you can see here in this picture. Okay, so write it down and send it to me. Next, our life depends on nature. Plants are the major parts of nature. Plants gives us food. We know that very important thing about plant is that plants provide us food. I have already told earlier that the basic things that plants provide us are, number one is food, number two is what? Number two is oxygen. So let us see what the books has given, what the points books have already given. So plants give us food. Cereals, pulses, vegetables and fruits come from plants. Sugar and oil too are obtained from plants. Okay. Plants provide us with wood, fiber, rubber, gum, tea and coffee. So see, so many points they have written. You can do it what? Plants provide us, and write down these points. What are the points? I have told food, but what comes under food is cereals, rice, pulses, okay, pulses, that is dal, okay, and vegetables. For example, you can take any vegetable, you know many vegetables name, for example brinjal, potato, anything, okay, and then fruits. Fruit also you can take mango, apple, anything that you see, okay. So you can write the name. For example, cereals is rice, pulses is dal, vegetables you can give any example, fruits you can give any example, okay, come from plants. Now see, sugar and oil too are obtained from plants. Okay, the sugar that we take, the oil that we get are also plant products. Now see, plants provide us with wood, fiber, rubber, gum, tea and coffee. These are also provided by plants. Next up, plants supply us with life-giving oxygen. Mark these points, okay. These are very important. See, these are the basic things that plant provide us, without which our life would be impossible. Without oxygen, can you live? No. We cannot live without oxygen. And it is the only natural source from where we get oxygen. So, plant is a lifesaver for us. Okay. Plants also help to reduce soil erosion. Okay, the roots of the plant hold the soils tightly. So when rain comes or when a storm hits, the roots of the soil roots of the plant hold the soil so tightly that it prevents any form of soil erosion. Life on earth cannot exist without plants. Okay, we need to grow more and more plants since we depend on them. More plants would mean a continuous supply of plant products to meet our needs. Okay, so this is a common thing. See, plants provide us so many things. So what we need in return, what we need to do in return, see, we need to do what? We need to plant more and more trees. Why? Because plant not only provides us food or things or materials for our household activities, but also provides us oxygen. Okay, so if we destroy one plant, we should at least plant 10 plants. Now, new plants from seed. Now, how does a new plant form? Okay, so we know that any new plant that comes to living is from the seed. There are many other processes also, but in your book, the primary process, the plant that takes birth from seed, only that process has been explained here. Why does a plant produce so many seeds? Okay, they have put a question. Why does a plant produce so many seeds? So let me answer. There are many cases where a seed may not grow into a plant. When? You might be having a question. We know a seed gives rise to a plant, but sir is telling that a seed may not grow. Why is it? Now see, a seed may not grow in certain cases. When, for example, a seed is dropped in the water, will it grow? It will not grow without soil. A seed is eaten by a insect or by a bird, will it grow? No, it will not grow. So conditions are required for seed to grow. Let us see what they have told. They do so because most new plants grow from seed, yet all seeds do not grow into new plants. See, they have told. Some seeds are not fully grown when they are separated from their parent plants. It is told that some seeds do not grow when they are separated from their parent's plant. Maybe that seed did not mature, and if the seed is not yet mature and it is separated from the parent plant, it would not germinate. Some seeds are destroyed by strong winds or heavy rain or are eaten by insects or birds. See, these points I have already told. Some may have been destroyed, some may have been eaten. So these seeds are useless. Okay. Some do not get the right soil or enough air and water. Such seeds do not grow into new plants. See, what are the conditions required for a tree to grow? First thing is that they need what? Soil. Second thing is they need water. Third thing is they need air and suitable temperature. So if these conditions do not match, a seed will not or never grow into plant. Seeds that survive and get favorable conditions for their growth grow into new plants. Let us do an activity to see the parts of a seed. This is very easy. You do this activity by yourself. If you face any problem, you can ping me up. Okay, no problem. This is very simple activity. But we'll do this activity too. Okay, that is important. So next is food for the baby plant is stored in the seed leaves. Okay, now a baby plant, where will it get the food from? Just a seed has been placed in the soil. We know that roots take food and essential nutrients from the soil, but a seed does not grow directly a root. Okay, so how will the seed get its food? So here explanation has been given. Food of a baby plant is stored in the seed leaves. In the seed leaves, the food is stored. As long as the baby plant does not grow green leaves, it depends on the food stored in the seed. Mark that, it is very important. So that means the seed contains some stored food, because if the or until and unless the roots arise and the roots gain the potential to take up the minerals, the seed will not get any food. So from where will the seed survive? The seed will survive by taking the stored food present in itself. Okay, now see, as long as the baby plant does not grow green leaves, it depends on the food stored in the seed. Okay. Seeds of some plants like gram, peas, and beans have two seeds. They are called dicot seeds. Very important. When you do this activity, you will understand what it means by saying two seeds. Okay. The plants in which the seeds are of two parts, only those seeds are called dicot seed. Now, what does dicot means? Di means two, and cot comes from the word cotyledons, that means seed. So, dicot means two seeds. And so, if now we consider a seed which is only one part, what will be the name? Now, it will not be di. Cot is okay because cot means seed, but here we will use mono. Monocot means single seed. Very much important. Mark that. See here. Mark this and this. Very much important. Some of seeds of some plants like wheat, maize and rice have one seed. Leaf and are called monocot seeds. Seeds of some plants like wheat, maize and rice. So you can give wheat, maize and rice as example. Okay. Now seed germination. The development of seed into a seedling is called germination. Very important. Mark this line. The development of seed into a seedling is called germination. Let us do an activity to find out the condition necessary for germination of seed. Okay, so let us do it. See what it has told. Take 4 plates and number them as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so now you have to take 4 plates and give numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now see, take some dry gram seeds, put some seeds in plate 1, keep the plate on windowsill where it can get air and sunlight. Okay, so take some gram seed and put it on the windowsill where it only gets what? Air and sunlight. Okay, next thing is in second one, keep the plate in beaker containing water. Now keep the beaker on the windowsill. Put some seeds soaked in moist cotton. Okay. Now in second case, we will take some seed soaked in moist cotton and put it in the windowsill. Okay. Now in plate 3, keep the plate 3 inside a refrigerator. Put some seeds soaked on moist cotton. Okay. In plate 3, we will put what? Only seed with moist cotton and we will put it in refrigerator. Okay. So the temperature in it will be cold. Remember that. Number 4, keep the plate on the windowsill. Keep the cotton of plate 4 moist all the time. Okay, so now in fourth point, see, keep the plate on the windowsill and keep the cotton of plate 4 moist all the time. Means that the fourth plate would have a better chance to adopt because it would be moist throughout the time it is in plate 4. Now let us see the results. You will notice that only the seeds in plate 4 have germinated. See, I have already told. Because what are the main things a seed needs for germination is that a temperature favorable and a favorable circumstances. In this, the soaked seed will get the proper facilities that are required for its germination. Okay, so this shows that air, moisture and warmth are the conditions necessary for germination. So not just the ones that gets, see, first plate we placed it in windowsill. So it got only what? Sunlight and air. It did not get any moisture. Another one we put it in refrigerator. So it did not get the perfect temperature. It did not get the sunlight. But the one that was on the windowsill, that had air, water and temperature, all three conditions, so only that seeds germinated. Now stages of in germination, this activity also you should do it. If you face any problem, you can text me, I will do it. Okay. Dispersal of seeds. Plants are fixed to the ground and cannot move from one place to another. If all the baby plants grow near the plant parts, not all would survive. They would not get enough sunlight, food, water and space to grow. Hence, there are some agents in nature to scatter the seeds. These agents carry the seeds or fruit away from their parent plant. The process is called dispersal. Very important. Okay. So, what is dispersal? Let me explain it to you. See, every plant has got its seed. Not every, many plant has got its seed. Okay. So, for example, let me take a plant. Let me take mango plant. Okay. Now see, a mango falls from the tree. If we do not eat it, what happens is the seed, mango seed, will give rise. If it gets the favorable temperature, it will give rise to new plant. So in a mango showering season, it would produce approximately 200 mangoes. At least 100 mangoes it will produce. Not all are eaten by animals or humans. About 50 mangoes will get rotten or will be eaten by something. For example, a squirrel has eaten, so a human will not touch it. So what happens to this? It falls down and it stays there. Okay. So if I take an example, 50 mangoes get rotten and are under the what? It will be under the tree. So if 50 plants start growing under the tree, will all the 50 plants survive? No, because it will not get the accurate amount of temperature or the nutrients that is required for a plant to grow. Because these form into big trees. Okay, so if it is congested around a small place, it will not get all the essential elements required. So what works here is, we have seen that not many mangoes or the mango seeds are found under the trees. Why? Because it is dispersed. Now how does this dispersion occur? Maybe a cow has come and it has eaten the leftovers of that squirrel's mango and it has thrown the seed somewhere else. Okay, or for example, a human has eaten and he would not again throw it under the tree, he would throw it somewhere else, or a bird has taken away. Okay, so many examples you can take. So let us see now what the book has told us. First of all, you have to learn the process of dispersal. Okay, see here you can see the definition, you can learn from here. Okay, next is the agents of dispersal. Now who are the helpers of dispersal of seed? They are known as agents. Let us see. Dispersal is carried out by wind, water, animals and by the explosion of fruits. Okay, now wind, you know that whenever strong wind blows, the seeds are sometimes dispersed. Okay, water also, you know, some fruits and all are thrown in the water and the water takes along with it the seed and somewhere it throws away somewhere from where the plant may rise. Okay, you can also understand how animals, I have given the example of mango tree. Okay, but now by the explosion of fruit, what do you understand by the explosion of fruit? So there are many fruits which when get ripened, okay, they burst out. And you know what happens when something bursts? It just showers out all its content outside, everywhere. Okay, so by this process, it disperses its seed everywhere around itself. Okay, so the special structure of certain seeds and fruit help these seeds in dispersal. Wind. Now, how does wind help in dispersal? Seeds of cotton, madar, and hiptage are light and have hair or wings, so they can be easily carried out by wind. See how winds carry out the seed, because the seeds of because the seeds of cotton, mother and hiptage are light, so that air can carry with it. Okay, also that they have wings to fly, not the wings like birds, but they may have some hair like structures which would make it easy for the air to carry with it. Okay, next is water. The lotus fruit has a spongy part and the coconut has a fibrous outer covering to enable them to float on water. See now, water is also a agent of dispersal. See, for example, in case of lotus, we know lotus is a spongy part. Okay, and also sometimes coconut trees are present near the pond or something. Okay, so coconut also has a fibrous outer covering. Okay, that would enable it to flow on water. Thus, what will happen? Thus, dispersing the seed. Are you clear about it? Next is animal, that I have already made you understand. So still I am repeating. Okay, human beings and animals eat fruits like cherries and mango and throw away their seeds. Some seeds have hook or spines. Okay, they get stuck to the hairy skin of animals and are carried away. Birds swallowing some seed which come out unchanged in their droppings. Okay, so here some are actually thrown away by humans and animals. Okay, some seeds are what, they have spines in it. Okay, when they have spines, they get stuck to the body of the animals. For example, animals have hair. You take goat, it gets stuck in the hair of the goats. Okay, and when the goat moves somewhere, it directly falls, so making it dispersal. Okay, okay, birds also swallow the seeds, and when they do, they are dropping somewhere else. Dropping means the leftovers, means what they eat and what they release. If the bird has taken the seed and it has released the seed, it would remain unchanged. But where the bird has left its dropping, at that place the seed can grow. Okay, the last point is explosion. Some fruits like peas in a pot burst open and explode when dry. See, the peas in the pot burst open, okay, when they are dry. The force of explosion helps to scatter the seed. This explosion, what happens? Scatters all the seed everywhere. So thank you. I will continue the next on next class. Thank you.